I'm so excited. I had a video hit 100,000 views about when to take your Social Security. From that, there were hundreds of comments with some really great questions. For this video, I'm going to answer the top 6 questions that were asked or I had after reading the comments. And stick around for number 6. That question was asked so much that's what prompted me to make this video. So let's just get right into it. The first question is, when should you take Social Security benefits? Let's explain when you can take your Social Security. The earliest you can claim your Social Security is at age 62, but at a reduced amount. Depending on your current age, you can take the full amount at age 66 to 67, also known as FRA, with the maximum benefit at age 70. For example, if your full retirement benefit is $2,000 a month, that means at age 62 it's about $1,400, at age 67 it's $2,000, and at age 70 it's about $2,480. My previous video assumed you were living off a pension or savings. You weren't working and you didn't need the money. With that in mind, it is best to take the money at 62 and invest it. We'll get into how to invest later into this video, and at the end I'll show you a new example. So when should you take your benefits? Well, that depends on other factors. There's no single best age. It depends on health and life expectancy, whether you're still working, your spouse's benefits, other income and savings. Remember that this is for informational purposes only. If you do find yourself into a more complex position, please go ahead and talk to a tax advisor. Okay, so let's continue. So yes, my last video showed that it was best to take your Social Security at the earliest age to invest it. But in reality, and a lot of comments pointed it out, Social Security is a longevity decision, not just a math decision. From the comments, there were still a lot of people working at 62 and beyond. Which brings me to my next question. Question number 2. If I work, can I lose my Social Security payment? Well, this is a big fear for a lot of people, so let's break it down. If you retire before your full retirement age, let's say 67, there is an earning limit. If you earn over it, some benefits are temporarily withheld, but not permanently. For 2026, the amount is $24,480 if you're under full retirement age, or $65,160 in the year you reach that full retirement age. After that, your Social Security will be withheld $1 for every $3 you earn. What does this look like, for example? Let's say you make $1,400 a month, or that's $16,800 a year. You'd have to make an additional $50,400 on top of the $24,480, or $78,800 a year, before you lose the entire benefit. Here's the good part. Social Security does recalculate your benefits each year, and you will get credit for withheld benefits. Here's an even better part. After full retirement age, which is based on your years, could be 67, there is a no earnings limit. You can earn unlimited income and your Social Security will not be reduced. So working only affects Social Security before full retirement age, and even then, it's temporary. So when you do finally start taking Social Security, there's another big question that comes up. Number 3, is Social Security taxed? Well, the short answer is sometimes. It depends on your total income. Social Security is taxed based on other income, pensions, withdrawals from retirement accounts, and investment income. So let's talk about this a little bit more. There are 3 thresholds that you really need to understand. Under a certain amount, depending on your filing status, none of it is taxable, which is good. Then the next level is 50% is taxed, and then up to 85% is the final level. So let's look at an example here. Let's assume that you are married, filing jointly. Under $32,000, none of it's taxable. Between $32,000 and $44,000, the taxable portion is up to 50%, and over $44,000, the taxable portion is up to 85%. Also, it's important to note that as of 2026, 8 states will impose a state income tax. Even if it's taxed, it doesn't mean Social Security isn't worth taking. It just means you need to plan for it. So with all this new knowledge, the next question is number 4, what age am I going to retire? Remember, retirement is more than just your age. It's when you stop working or you stop needing work income. All right, for some people, retirement is in their 50s and they will need to wait to collect Social Security, while others will work into their 70s and hold off on collecting Social Security. With the case of people I know, they retired at 60 and started collecting at 62 and saved the money. Others I've talked with needed their Social Security to live off of and took it at 62 as well. Finally, some people did continue working because they wanted to, not because they have to, and elected to take Social Security later in their life. There were a lot of comments about this in my video about people that still wanted to work because that just it fulfilled them, and that's great. Your retirement age and your Social Security claiming age do not have to be the same, so just remember that. Okay, number 5, do I have to use my Social Security? The short answer is no. Remember that Social Security is optional, and you are not required to claim it at 62 or at full retirement age. You can wait all the way up to age 70 when you have to start taking it. However, the choice is up to you of when to take it. My belief is to take it as early as you can and save it, assuming you don't need it. As some stated before, some will need to take it early on because they need the income. Others may wait because they want to continue to work and grow the Social Security payment. The choice is completely up to you. Now, the final question, question number 6, the one that was asked the most, was where did the mysterious 8% come from and how can I guarantee it? Well, I can't guarantee 8%, no one can. But why did I choose 8%? A lot of people ask that question. Well, you see, I'm heavily invested in mutual funds and will be for the majority of my life. Yes, some choose to put their investments into bonds and savings account where they may earn 3 to 5%. My investments have averaged over 8%, but I went conservative with 8% for the math. Also, the S&P 500 has averaged over 10% since inception. So if you just put it in that, you can get yourself a 10%. Yes, I know there's up and downs, but that's the average over the lifespan of it. So that's where the 8% came from. I do understand that Social Security will go up each year due to COLA, but I was making the calculation simple to understand. So for fun, let's finish up and rerun the numbers between 62 and 70 at 5% and see what happens. Remember, this is assuming you don't need the money to survive. At 62, if you get $1,400 a month, that's $16,800 a year. If you save that until you're 80 at 5%, you'll have over $472,000. If you wait till you are 70 and collect $2,480 a month, that's $29,760 a year. If you save that until you're 80 at 5%, you'll have over $374,000. So that's $100,000 more if you start collecting at 62. So there you have it, 6 clarifying questions about Social Security. I hope that this clears up things and helps you make the right decision for what's best for you. If you missed the original video, I'll put a link to it right now. It should be up here somewhere. I'm Adam from The Basement Economist. Adam out.